What's up, y'all? We back at it with another episode of My Hero Academia, episode 169. And these last few episodes, man, it's wrapping up things, but it's crazy how it gets to you every time. Like these past two episodes had your boy eyes teary, man. I'm trying to hold back the tears, but it's been such an emotional ride and just everything that's going on with these last few episodes. You cannot deny that season 8 is the best season. To see where we started in season 1 to where we're at right now in season 8, this what a ride, what a journey. I know there's some My Hero haters out there, but even they can't deny how amazing this season has been. It's been something for the record books. It's been something for the record books. But we about to get into this episode. Make sure you subscribe and hit that bell, man. So for one, we see that heroes such as Gento and La Brava, which are some of my favorite characters in My Hero, you see that they actually get to go free due to them helping out in this battle. And you're telling me all I had to do was help fight against Shigaraki and I get to go free? I think that's amazing. But then you have people such as like Lady Nagant who don't want to go free. But she gives a great example why. She says she doesn't want to go free because she's afraid of the world. She's going to remain in prison. And that's insane to think, but I get it. She's saying like, yo, the world's seen what Izuku did. And she wants to see how the world will respond, how the world will change. Will it be different from the world she knew that led her to going to becoming a villain? So I really like that aspect of her character. I get it. I'm not saying I would have done it, but I get it. And then you have this nice moment between her and her replacement, Hawks, where he looks at her and calls her a villain. I don't know. I just thought it was a very, very touching moment, if you ask me, man. And, I don't know. I really liked it, man. I really enjoyed that moment. But you guys could let me know how y'all feel about Lady Nagant. Do you think she made the right choice? So then you have it where Deku goes to talk to Spinner. They do show people throughout the city, and they're responding to Shigaraki saying he was a monster. They think he got what he got. They're worried about, they're finding out about Shigaraki's past, and then you have it where some people are worried that other people will start to sympathize with Shigaraki based off his past. You even have it where the old lady, that was there when Shigaraki was just a little kid and, was asking for help, that walked past him saying, oh, the cops will help him out. He'll be okay. You even have that lady saying, like, what could we have done to prevent this from happening? So then we got it where Spinner comes up and he talks to Deku. And Deku tells Spinner what Shigaraki message was for him. And I don't know, this shit right here was another moment that it really hit hard. You have it where, Deku tells Spinner like, yo, Shigaraki wanted me to tell you that he destroyed everything until the end. And Spinner's like, oh, he said that to me, Dabi, and, Toga? And Deku goes to tell him like, nah, man, just you. You're the only one he wanted me to deliver this message to. And that shows you how much that, Shigaraki seen Spinner as a friend. And I'm going to be honest with y'all, up until like this final arc, even in the manga, I didn't really even pay attention to it. Maybe I too was just as, blinded as the civilians are to what gave birth to Shigaraki, understanding him. And that's what makes me like Deku even more, that he was able to see, parts of light within Shigaraki, that little boy who cried. And up until these moments right here, when I read it in the manga, I was like, yo, damn. Maybe there was more to Shigaraki than I knew. And I just like the fact that Deku was able to illustrate that. I don't know. Maybe that's why I'm a huge My Hero fan. Like I said, it's not my favorite series of all time, but I think Horikoshi, the creator, did such a great job with the series, despite how others may feel. But you have it with Spinner says he's gonna write a series, letting the world know Shigaraki's tale. You have it with Deku tells him like, yo, you should make it a comic. And then, he says he won't ever forget Shigaraki. The world won't ever forget Shigaraki. And Spinner says, writing a comic might be better because having pictures may help illustrate more to the younger audience. So we don't know if he's going to write that book or if he's going to write a comic, but I'm thinking he's leaning more towards a comic. But I love how fearless Deku was in this moment when your boy Spinner gets giant. He doesn't run, he doesn't use his power, he doesn't try to fight back. He just allows Spinner to express himself and get his anger out. Like that right there was just, I don't know, man. Deku had no fear. It was a nice touch to see. But anyway, you have it where it's showcasing how the world is responding to everything that happened. Then you even got this moment right here with Overhaul. He's seeing his father, the one he put into a coma. He's revived due to, I guess, new tech gear for quirk enhancements. And you got it where he's able to talk to, Chisaki, and he tells Chisaki, like, yo, you made a mistake. Eri might grow up to forget about you, but don't you ever forget about her and the horrible things that you did to her. He says, I'll be here to score you every day until, until you hit the bucket. And I don't know, I just thought this was a nice touching moment. And Chisaki even isn't even thinking about what he wanted to accomplish, how he wanted to rule. He's more so just grateful that he has a chance to talk to the man who gave him everything. I don't know, I really thought that was a good moment as well. Then you have it where all the new cadets in UA are excited to see Bakugo and Todoroki. They consider them to be real big heroes, and I thought that was cool too. But what really hit the most in this episode is the ending, man. This part right here. Well, for one, you got Deku who used his powers to get to this area, but you have it where Deku rushes over to see Uchaka because he knows she's hurting. He can sense her pain because she always wants people to smile. And you have it where she's crying. She's saying, like, yo, perhaps if she's done things different, maybe she could have saved Toga. And you have it where Deku expresses to her like he felt the same way about Shigaraki. But, All For One told him, like, yo, you chose a thorny path. And I don't know, I just thought this moment between the two of them was very touching. Now, I remember when this happened in the manga, it was a lot of people upset because Class 1A came and kind of ruined the moment that Deku had with Uchaka. And I'm not going to lie, watching this episode, I didn't get it when I read the manga, but watching this episode, I get why people was upset. Because even I was sitting there like, yo, damn, man, they really had a touching moment. And you have it where Class 1A comes. But it really shows you, well, I feel like what the author, Horikoshi, was trying to show us is how connected all of Class 1A was. Because not only did Deku feel like something was off with Uchaka, but the rest of the class did too. And it shows you how well they all know her. Because they all knew exactly where she would be without Deku even telling them. And they all managed to go to this location to try to aid her, as she says, like, yo, she failed. She could have saved Toga. Toga saved her instead, and she wasn't able to return that to Toga. She's blaming herself, even though Toga was the one who stabbed her. She's saying had she had chose a better path or did something better and avoided getting stabbed, Toga would still be here. You see that she's blaming herself heavily for what took place. And this was just, I don't know, man, this moment right here, that shit just hit so hard. But maybe it's just me who feel like that, man. But this was just, it was such a great moment, man, between these two characters. I really liked it. Now, I'm not going to lie, a kiss or something would have made it even better. But again, like I said, Class 1A comes, and you got it where everyone's worried about her. So I get where the author was going with this moment, but at the same time, I do get why some people would have rather seen a kiss. Would have been a romantic or something along the lines. But you also have it where Deku tells everyone that his powers is fading. Bakugo comes up and says, like, yo, you used some of those ambers, didn't you? Is it still there? Which shows that Bakugo is still concerned about Deku. And I love the development. Love it. And Deku tells all of Class 1A what's going on. But that's pretty much how the episode ends. We got one final episode left of Season 8. And, man, it'll be over. But let me know your thoughts of this episode. This was a crazy one, man. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.